close to being a 3-hour long movie, but literally nothing of note happened. We get introduced to them already broken up. They're not a team anymore. They're trying to become a team, and that's half the movie, is getting them back together. The main villain is trash. He's a deviant with he might be the worst MCU villain. Legit. He has sort of cool powers and he has a cool design, but he is the worst villain ever. The two people he kills is only because he got lucky and they were distracted. The first one he killed got pushed off a cliff by her best friend, and she was doing pretty good. She might not have survived, but she was doing pretty good fighting off some deviants, and he came at her from behind. She didn't even realize he was there. So that's how he killed one of them. Second one he killed only because he was distracted trying to protect his friend, Thena. And he knew he was going to attack him, but he wanted to protect Thena. The third person he manipulates for a little bit. They realize, oh, wait, that's not the guy I'm supposed to be talking to. He's dead. This guy's just using me, trying to trick me and take my powers. Slice, dead, never mentioned again. He was completely pointless. Worst villain I've ever seen. Icarus was pretty boring too. This movie was just trash. I really didn't like it. I wanted to. There's a gay couple in it that get no screen time in a 3-hour movie. Come on, man. 3 hours of a movie and you can't give them some screen time. One kiss, one saying I love you, and then that's it. That's all you get. Sorry, you wanted representation? That's all you get. There's so many Marvel couples in the comics that they haven't even tried to use yet. Like Hulkling and Wiccan, one of my favorite couples. Rogue and Gambit. Well, that's not LGBTQ. Hulkling and Wiccan would be an awesome one since we already have Hulk, obviously. He's not exactly Hulk. But, MCU changes shit all the time. So he could be the Hulk son. I could probably see that happening in the MCU anyway. Anyway, yeah. It was mostly boring. And it just really didn't go anywhere. It was a drag to watch. And I don't like saying that about, movies. But I've just seen a lot of bad movies lately. It was just really boring. There's a few cool fight scenes. There's a few funny jokes. I don't think there was as many jokes as there usually is in MCU movies, so that was a bit of a relief. And yeah, we have two of the main villains in the movie show up near the end of the movie and fight, and they're both taken down within a few minutes. They hyped up how Icarus is so tough, and then I think his name is Kingo or something, said even if I stayed here we couldn't beat him. Icarus is just too strong. They beat him easily. He leaves. They beat him easily. They don't really form a plan. They just beat him. What happened to him being too strong? Sure, he gives them a little bit of a fight for a bit, but that's it. It lasts a few minutes. And then the deviant doesn't even really fight anyone. He shows up, the one girl that's fast, runs around him, he attacks her. He ends up leading Athena in a cave and he gets killed. It's just such a lame movie. I did not care for it. I really wanted to like it, but it was not good. And you would think with a 3 hour long movie, this would be one of my longer reviews, but there's really nothing to talk about. Because half the movie is flashbacks and the other half is just boring. And the flashbacks are kind of boring too. Because they have to tell you, oh, hey, these guys used to be a team and broke up, now they're back together and they're reassembling. Like, come on. Avengers did this way better. They weren't a team yet. Some of them sort of knew about each other's existence. And then they started becoming a team. They had problems. It worked perfectly. This movie was just trash. I already knew it. They existed. They were best friends. They were together for thousands of years. They ended up splitting up for a bit. Then they had to get back together because of a big threat. Big threat is done within a few minutes. Boring. But yeah, that's about it.